Hi, this is Claire from My Mature Student Life. Thank you very much for coming back. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I've had some really great feedback, particularly from women out there who are thinking about going to university, or parents as well. I'm finding it really useful to just have that open and honest discussion on exactly what it's like. So the last video was about finance, and today we're going to be talking about how to choose a university. It is the 3rd of November, so I'm sure that most of you, if you're thinking about going to university, will be right in the middle of completing your Youcast applications, and if you're not, then you should be. Watch out for the Youcast website providing you with updates. There's some really good stuff on there this year that wasn't there last year, particularly with regards to your personal statement. And also be aware of your deadlines. I think off the top of my head it's something like 15th of January and the 15th of October, depending on what you're applying for. Most of them are the 15th of January, I think. Don't quote me on that, but do check the website. So yeah, we're talking about choosing university today as mature students. What is important to us? And I think we're very different in this process to a younger student, because there are things that we will value and things that we need that young people don't need. So I wanted to share a little bit about my experience and hope that it helps people out there. So this year I nearly made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I accepted Leeds as my firm choice to study biotechnology with enterprise. I haven't gone to Leeds, I've gone to a small university called Wakefield University Centre. And I'm studying for a BA in business and management, and I'm over the moon with that decision. I can't tell you what a relief it is to be going to a small university that I know that's local to me, where I know the staff. I can't imagine myself at any other uni at this time. So what happened there? At the Friday of Freshers Week, I decided that going to Leeds was the wrong thing for me to do, and there were a couple of reasons behind that. The first reason was that the timetable came back at 5 days a week, and it wasn't 5 full days, it was a lecture here and a lecture there. As a mature student, I didn't think I would be able to travel into a big city for 5 days a week because of the cost. I couldn't justify it, and equally I couldn't justify the impact that would have on my children's lives. They would have to be in childcare every day before and after school. I wouldn't be able to take them to school during that week. I wouldn't be able to pick them up. And also, I don't know where I was going to do my additional studies in that week either. You'll know, if you've done any research into going to university, that the contact time is very minimal, but the work that you'll do outside of university is the biggest part of that. So cost, timetable. The other thing that I thought about was actually the fees at the end of it. Some universities have higher fees than others. My university that I go to now has significantly lower fees, and I've worked out that I'm going to save myself probably somewhere in the region of £15,000 to £20,000 over 3 years, because I've chosen to do not exactly the same degree, because obviously I've chosen a different route, but I've chosen to do a degree which is exactly the same as any other university in a different university, and it's going to cost me a lot less. And that's an incredible amount of money, I think, to be saving yourself. And that covers fees, travel, food, additional costs, like hidden costs, when I worked it out, just, things that you can't account for. So one of the things that I would encourage you to do is really think about what you want to study. If you're not sure, then don't be rushed. There isn't any rush. You've waited this long, so take your time in making that decision. Going to university is a huge financial commitment, comparable, I think, to buying a house or buying a car. So yeah, don't be rushed into that. Just take your time and make sure that when you do make the decision, it's the right thing for you. And I'd really encourage you to think about what is the most important thing for you, because you're a mature student. The thing that you've got going for you is your CV. You've already got years of experience of working in industry, and the research tells us that employers are often quite disappointed that graduates aren't work ready. So young people that have gone through the education system come out and they get graduate jobs, but they're not work ready. But we are. We've spent years in industry, so you don't need the prestige of a massive university or a Russell Group university, because chances are you're good enough by yourself. So think about, what do you want to get out of a university? I wanted a close relationship with my tutors because I know I haven't studied in years, so I might need a bit more support than an 18-year-old doing the same thing. And I have that now. I wanted a small group. I wanted a minimal contact timetable. I didn't want to be in university for more than 3 days a week because of the cost and because of the impact on my family. So those are the things that were important to me, and that's what I've got in going to a small university. So I'd encourage you to think about all them things, but I'd encourage you to look at alternatives. Don't just think that it's your big guys out there like your Sheffields and your Leeds and your Durhams and your Newcastles and your Manchesters. Don't just think about them. Think about your alternative routes, because they're all degrees, and I don't think it necessarily matters when you're a mature student where you study, because we have got that edge. So be encouraged, guys. I hope you make the right decision. Let me know where you guys are going, and I will see you again soon.